All right, so this go around, be looking at Americans and Australians trying to understand a Scottish accent from the Graham Norton Show. Now, on the couch, I'm seeing Ron Howard, I'm seeing Chris Hemsworth, seeing Kevin Bridges, and I can't remember her name at the moment. Along with Graham Norton. Now, I've seen clips of Graham Norton scattered throughout the ethos online. A lot of times there's American actors and actresses and stuff like that, relaying a funny story here or there. So this ought to be pretty interesting. This ought to be pretty funny, to be honest with you. That being said, let's get into it, shall we?
Kevin, I was saying in the introduction, I mean, your success is extraordinary now.
I'm sitting beside the guy that's pulled in $3.5 billion. My success has been all right.
Sorry to bring you down. You walked out here high as a kite, and now it's like, but you must get stopped in the streets and stuff like that now.
Aye, usually by people collecting for charity. I asked to sing 25 copies, 25 pirate copies of my own DVD. That takes balls, man. Of course, I signed them.
Of course you do. Now, Lily, can you understand anything
Not
Kevin
much.
said? No.
Not much.
I got something about balls at the end.
Yeah, he said balls. Yeah, he did say balls. No, can you seriously not understand?
Not very much. I was going to kind of question him as he was going along, but
I actually tried a show in America. I done one gig. A guy complimented me.
That look on her face, I'm like, huh? What? I'll just smile. I didn't catch a word he just said, though.
The set, and he goes, man, are you actually Scottish? And I said, yes. And he goes, fuck, man, your English is pretty good.
Yo.
Because we're now talking of Scottish, because Chris Hemsworth, you did Scottish in The Huntsman.
Yeah, well, it was a Celtic vibe. I had a great reviewer tell me that it was the worst Glaswegian accent since The Fat Bastard. I wasn't doing Glaswegian though, so that was in my defence.
It was your Celtic vibe.
It was a Celtic fantasy, Snow White world, Scottish influenced kind of accent. So that gives you a whole broad range to do whatever the hell you want. But that I hear little bits in there.
You get it?
I understood little bits. It was pretty, yeah. It is.
I understood little bits.
A little bit.
Compliments are flying in.
I just need a laugh.
I think that's why we die so young in Scotland. Because it's just exhausting, conversation. It's so much more effort. You need to translate in your head and then go, say it.
Have you performed in Australia, though?
Yes, I've done...
We love you. I swear to God, I love you.
I played Australia. I've not played Scotland, but I played Australia. And by the reaction, I'm amazed that I went over at all.
What do you mean?
I'm just saying, they seem to understand Kevin very well.
But we're not in Australia now.
Yeah. I understand that. And even I'm having trouble with Chris a little bit.
Can you understand me?
I can understand you.
Well, that's the main thing.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
I find it's references as well. You need to change certain references when you perform. Like,
Are you talking to me?
Bro, like, oh, the fact that they were all sitting there, especially, I guess it's Helen Mirren there on the end. She's like, huh? What's this mug saying? Oh, hell. And granted, like, it's a little thick, a little bit, but it's not like you can't understand anything he's saying. Like, you just listen a little bit. So, I have to look at more of the clips from the Graham Norton Show, because anytime I take and run across anything, it's, there's always some kind of silliness or some funny story that's being relayed. So, hope y'all enjoyed this. Y'all be good to each other. Love yourselves. Peace.